I'm a big hip hop fan. If you did not know, I rocked with hip hop. Like when I think about hip hop, first artists that come to mind, like OGC, Boot Camp Click. In '93, that's what we were rocking in high school. In '96 or '93 when Wu-Tang came out, I will never forget the first time I put Wu-Tang 36 Chambers in the CD player. One of the first albums I actually had on bought straight from CD. It didn't have on tape first. Wu-Tang Clan 36 Chambers. Like we're talking about groundbreaking stuff here. That album is still ahead of its time to this day. While I watch Method Man on this Power show, every time I see Method Man, I can't think about. I think about 36 Chambers. We used to rock that album day and night, front to back, over and over and over. Never got tired of it. So grimy. Man, I love hip hop. But look at what's happened now. There's no right or wrong, but Eminem took a knee during the 2022 Super Bowl halftime performance. During the show, he performed with Dre, Mary J. Mary J, I think she was doing her thing. How old is she now? I don't know what happened. What happened with Charlie Kirk? He was talking about sexuality or something. I didn't see anything that was salacious, but whatever. I mean, no big deal. I still rock with Charlie Kirk. Don't get me wrong. It was odd. I didn't look into what happened. It wasn't important to me. But the halftime show was great. They did their things. They did the songs. Now, the only person that was a little bit off track was 50. And it's not because of his weight. People making the jokes, oh, 50 cent, and now he's $1. I was like, and my wife was kind of talking about that. And I'm like, looking at me like I'm $1.25. So okay, make fun of him, but I'm out on this one. Unless he starts talking about some mandate, some injections, then we're going to have a weight discussion. But other than that, I'm good. I'm not one to talk about weight. I'm not going to take my shirt off. You know, in the club didn't match the other joints to me, but it was all good. Oh, no criticism. No, it was the greatest of all time for me personally. Kendrick, see, the thing, before I get into the Eminem, let's just talk about the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar killed it. But my wife, it kind of killed the vibe for my wife because she's not into Kendrick. A lot of people who are into that weren't into Kendrick because it, you know, the Dre was way more mainstream than Kendrick. But Kendrick slayed it. Now, I don't agree with Kendrick and his ideology all the time, but I rocked with Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar, that was, what a halftime show. There's him taking the knee. It was right before he played the Tupac, I forget what's the name of the song, whatever. I knew he was going to go into Dre Day. As soon as he went to the piano, I told my wife, he's going to Dre Day. He's going to Dre Day. Oh, that's so hard when the chords come in. Oh, but then I was so hyped, I didn't even see that Eminem had done that. And I'm like, okay. I love Eminem. I saw Eminem right before he blew up. I used to live in Michigan in a small venue. I believe was it the Shelter in Detroit? Like 50 people. Eminem opened up for Razkaz. Razkaz was drunk and forgot his lyrics. I was telling Razkaz the lyrics to his own joints because he was so drunk he forgot the lyrics. And M opened up for him, 50 people. And then it was like about a couple weeks later, he was blown up. Here's what happened. Eminem went down this path after Trump. A lot of stuff changed after Trump. Eminem went down this path after Trump. That's when this happened. People got emotional, and it's the circles that you hang in. You've got to remember Eminem is white. So I know it sounds funny to say, but he's white in a black-dominated field, and he came up with all his boys being black, and it's kind of identitarian. It wasn't critical theory, but I think he always, this is just my opinion, I think he always had to feel like to let people know I'm not, because hip-hop has given him so much. He's so talented. He doesn't need to do this stuff. But I think he feels like he does to show people like I'm not taking from this art form that started in the inner city and basically branched off of reggae. So it really did come from, you could say black people came from reggae and jazz and all that kind of stuff. But he doesn't need to do that. He did not need to do that at all. But let me play a little clip. I'm going to try not to get copy written here. But he had this freestyle that went viral.
It's the calm before the storm right here.
Sorry, this is so funny because it looks stereotypical. You know, it's supposed to be a cypher in their garage. And, you know, it's all set up and it's supposed to look raw, but obviously it's not really raw. And this whole freestyle, or it's not freestyle, but this whole cypher is about Trump.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not, but that's...
I love M, but that was whack, bro. That was whack. This whole thing is one of the wackest ciphers he's ever done. But let me be careful. I'm speaking of one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time. So I'm not meaning to be disrespectful, but this, it's cringe. Let me just tell you that.
That's all I got till I come up with a solid... But we better give Obama props, because what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama...
Okay, that didn't age well. That's it. That's all. I just want to give you a taste of it. Like he's giving props to Obama. Like, come on, man. I sound like Joe Biden. Come on, man. So I wouldn't even have a problem with that take about Trump if he had that same energy right now. We about to get into World War III over Ukraine. Come on, man. You're better than that, Eminem. Be consistent. So you see that. Then he got props for it. Let me show you. Like Snoop to Eminem after Cypher. I always knew you were real. I always knew you were a real ninja. And that's from Snoop. Legend, Snoop. He got rewarded for it. In the video, he had all black people in the background. He's trying to say, I'm not taking from this art form and just turning my back. And that was around the time Colin Kaepernick had been kneeling. The same thing happened with R.A. the Rugged Man. That's why R.A. the Rugged, the same reason Eminem took that knee is the same way R.A. the Rugged Man, who's extremely bright. Believe me or not, he's extremely bright. But he is that dude.
Tell me my experiences don't matter when I'm fighting the fight.
Stop screaming, bitch. Stop screaming, first of all.
My experiences don't matter when I'm fighting the fight.
Stop screaming, bitch. Stop screaming, first of all. Talk to me like because I'm not that guy.
Yeah,
talk
you are.
Normal.
You are. You actually are, dude. Yeah. You are that guy.
I'm not that guy to fucking scream at, bitch. You want to get fucked up? Huh?
All right.
What the fuck you screaming at, bitch?
Let's calm down.
You gotta cut it, man.
You think you can...
I'm not that guy. You don't disrespect me, bitch.
What did you do to me?
But Eminem if Eminem went on Tim Pool, he might not have done all that, but he would have had the same friction. You hear what I'm saying? He would have had the same friction because he has to go back to that same work environment with the people who are going to look at him like Tim Pool is this. They don't listen to Tim Pool. They don't understand Tim Pool actually would agree with a lot of things that they're coming from. R.A. the Rugged Man used to be dope. Like, seriously. He used to be. I'll play a clip of a song here, just a very short clip. And you just hear the vibe. The beat's good. The lyrics are dope.
You ain't rockin', for instance, you poppin', but you robbin'. Hip-hop or traditions, you ain't rappers, you more like crooked politicians. Part of whose creation, new nation.
You hear him talking about crooked politicians. Tim Pool and him would agree. They would agree on 95% of things, except for this racial identity stuff.
Trying to fuck us with no lubrication, raping, never losing to Lucifer, Satan, calling me Cain in the caveman in the cave, came close but never caved in. The false image of a prophet you praising, you living in a nation, living in intimidation due to primitive media manipulation, terror tactics and intimidation.
So I don't know if you catch the lyrics, but you talk about media manipulation and all. It's just all the same angle. I'm gonna end with this. At the end of the day, we got to find out a way to, because many of us agree on over 50% of the things. We have to find a way to get past the race stuff and hug it out.
All right. I'm sorry for raising my voice, man.
And I'm sorry for being a maniac. No. Hey, come here.
I know we said no holds barred, but you guys took it to another level. Yeah. Now we're gonna sing. They're
hugging each other. Yeah,
we're still rolling.
Now, yeah, I know I was a dick, and that wasn't right, and that's probably the fucking asshole clip that people fucking put on.
Yeah,
as the gift.
It was. He called it. Yeah, it was. Let me know what you think.